I'll just keep tapping our phones. There we go. Okay, 6 o'clock, we'll call the meeting in order. Pledge of Allegiance.
Not that side anymore.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call. Rob Fouraker.
Present.
Jill Edler.
Present.
Angie Schaffer present. Brad Campbell.
Present.
Brad Fordyce.
Present.
Mayor Johnny is absent. Okay, approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
A second.
Okay, Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell.
Aye.
Fordyce.
Aye.
Okay. Number 5, citizens hearing and other communications. Polk County Sheriff.
So, last month we had 48 calls for service up in Elkhart. Nothing too exciting.
That's good.
Yeah. Nothing too example. Not that. Probably just jinxed myself.
It's like quiet. See, it's
Yeah,
quiet.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that last Friday. So,
You guys have any questions?
I don't think so.
Perfect. Thank you as always.
Thank you.
Okay, Fire Chief, do we have a report from Scott?
I have, he sent me an email beforehand, I'll read. So Scott said, it looks as though my plans to attend may be altered due to work, so in case I don't make it, here's my report. The past month, we responded to 14 calls that included 7 medical, 2 hazmat, 4 rescue, and 1 fire. Our EMS people have been active with North Polk High School, providing EMS for the varsity home football games, as well as for the first marching band invitational. As you can see, there are also 2 new members that want to join the department. Both come with existing fire experience and one has medical experience. They will both be excellent additions to our organization. Fire department will be participating in trick or treat in town as we have in the past. I do apologize for missing the meeting. Any questions, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. Scott.
Okey doke. Public comments and items not on the agenda at a 3-minute limit.
I got one on H, but it's on the consent agenda, so.
Okay, so, if you want to go ahead and give it a go now?
Are they supposed to notify the residents or the businesses that it's going to affect on this new permit that they give out? I understood they were. I was just curious because I talked to my neighbor, me, and I hadn't seen it on the agenda. I didn't know they were gonna do anything, and I have property next door to it.
Yeah, so in her application, they submitted their notification form and a letter that they were providing to nearby property owners.
I never saw a thing.
Okay.
You might not have been able to find me. I'm pretty hard to find.
I can certainly reach out to them.
And I do know the neighbor to the north there. I just talked to him today and he's not been told either.
Okay.
Not that it's gonna affect anything, but if we're gonna have it, are they gonna do it or is it gonna be?
Sure.
I realize Betterment Committee and they're above everybody else and don't have to do a lot of things, but.
Yeah, I can definitely reach out to her and check and remind her of the requirements and let her know. And yeah, because she sent me the letter that they were going to be given to property owners, but obviously we didn't ask for proof that they sent them to them. So.
And I don't know if they did Smith or not,
Okay.
but I know they did not.
Yeah, I'll check with Morgan and Ashley.
There is a notification.
Only thing I got.
Okay.
Yeah, they submitted that, but like we don't have like, proof that
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-and-so received it.
And it's good feedback regardless, because,
Yeah.
yes, like, we want this.
Well, I just understood. I know Rob has to, and he goes door to door to him and everything into there. And I mean, that don't make any difference to me. It ain't gonna bother anything, but I mean, if good for the goose, good for the gander.
Yeah, I think they were a little behind on their permit also, so I think that'd be good to just review everything with them and
Yeah,
make sure that
I can
they
definitely do that. I think
understand
they're
for next year.
transitioning some things on within their organization. So I can sit down with them
Yeah,
and go
yeah, I
through
know Lori and Andy aren't really taking care of it. There's other people taking care of it, so they may have just not have realized they needed certain things.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if fire department got notified or not, that that street will be cut down, so they won't have access alley or anything that way either, so.
Excellent. That's it? Perfect, thank you. Any other big group tonight? Okay, moving on, consent agenda. You guys have any questions? Everybody got to review it?
Just going in order, I guess, on G, the
Yes.
3Ts application. Where do we stand on abatements for those?
Back and forth
Right, but
so many times.
as far as what's in place right now,
We have commercial and industrial.
or as far as what's in place right now, are there, do you know off the top of your head, I mean, it's something maybe we can do, but like, what are the sunsets on that? When is it going to be done?
Oh, yeah,
Because with the new proposed 80 acres at some point in the nearest future, it'd be interesting to kind of review that, I think, before we go down that road. Mr. Sisson and all that.
Yeah, I can totally check and see the sunsets on the abatements for commercial. And
I'm asking because of how it went with the residential, when previous administration, things weren't filed correctly, and then I just want to make sure before, because we're approving this one. I know you looked into it, I'm fine with it because it is in place, but as far as what else is there going to be, what's the next group need to look like, we need to revisit that, I think, before we get too far down the road, but we need to check with Amy first. And see
Okay.
what's actually on file
Definitely.
with
do
the
that.
state, based on how the residentials went, in my opinion.
I was curious about that too.
And then. Thank you. That was good. Yeah, I think that's all I had on the consent agenda. Anybody else? Go ahead. Sorry.
I had asked Katie a couple questions about some of the budget reports. There's like a $12,000 finance charge for legal assistance, but that was for the gas station stuff.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that was recoup on that. Okay.
Anything else? I just need a motion in a second.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Foraker?
Aye.
Edler?
aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell? Fordyce. Awesome. Okay. Business items. 7A, Resolution 2025-60, a resolution approving the final plat for Elkhart West Walnut Commercial Plat 1.
Doug is,
Yeah, I can explain that for
So I was like, oh, we're going here.
Doug Mandernack, Civil Design Advantage, 4121 Northwest Urbandale Drive in Urbandale. It's for a one-lot plat with a street lot. This was a one-lot plat before. Property, since we are developing this into a commercial building out in the west part of town, you can see that under construction. There was a roadway easement, and now that's being developed. We want to have that deeded over to the city, so that will be the street lot deeded to the city. So that was the need for the final plat. So we continued the public utility easement from the west lot across this lot to the east side. So that's a continuous public utility easement. We added the electric easement, and all we've had for the plat. So any questions I could answer?
And those are, remind me, those are gonna be just like the previous buildings
Pretty close.
that Kimberly has, they're just flex space
Yeah.
for.
No, it's okay.
That has come to planning and zoning, and we have recommended approval of it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I didn't have it.
Motion to approve resolution 2025-60.
Second.
Foraker?
Aye.
Edler?
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell?
Aye.
Fordyce. Passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
thanks for coming.
Oh, we're down almost 50% of our
Yeah.
studio audience.
Low people.
Hey. B, third reading of ordinance 2025-6, an ordinance amending the Elkhart Code of Ordinances, chapter 110 and 111 to provide for a 2% natural gas and electric franchise fee. So we've done this twice already.
Yep, this is the third and final reading. After, if you guys approve the third and final reading, we will publish the ordinance and then we'll submit everything to Mid-American and consumers for them to check over before on their end for them to submit it, so.
So can we read it and adopt it tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
they've
two
done,
different readings or two different statements, right? It would be the reading of and then motion to adopt.
You should be able to do
Yeah,
that
you-
all in one
we can
motion.
do it in one.
Yeah. Did you guys have any questions since you weren't here last time?
I don't think so.
No.
So I know we were all good with it, so.
I motion to approve and, do I accept to approve and accept the third
You
reading?
just approve.
Approve
I
ordinance.
motion to approve the third reading of ordinance number 2025-6, an ordinance amending the Elkhart Code of Ordinances, chapter 110 and 111 to provide for a 2% natural gas and electric franchise fee.
Second.
Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell. Fordyce.
Aye.
Okay, that passes. Okay, C, third reading of ordinance number 2025-7, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Elkhart, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to cigarette and tobacco permits.
So you guys know the drill. You've done 2 readings on all of these. They are to comply with state law that was passed with the 2025 legislative session. We basically have to pass these so that our code doesn't conflict with what they have, since state law overrides. So
Motion to approve third reading of ordinance number 2025-7, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Elkhart, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to cigarette and tobacco permits.
I second
Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
it. Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell.
Aye.
Fordyce.
Aye.
Awesome. Okay. D, third reading of ordinance number 2025-8, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Elkhart, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to public hearing requirements.
Motion to approve third reading of ordinance 2025-8.
I second it.
Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell.
Aye.
Fordyce.
Aye.
Awesome. E, third reading of ordinance number 2025-9, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Elkhart, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to conflict of interest.
Motion to approve third reading of ordinance number 2025-9.
Second.
Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell.
Aye.
Fordyce. Okay, F, third reading of ordinance number 2025-10, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Elkhart, Iowa by adding a new section prohibiting false representation of service animal.
Motion to approve ordinance number 2025-10.
Second.
Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell. Fordyce.
Aye.
Okay, G, third reading of ordinance number 2025-11, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Elkhart, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to fireworks.
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-11.
Second.
Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell. Fordyce.
Aye.
Okay, one more, guys. Third reading of ordinance number 2025-12, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Elkhart, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to liquor licenses and wine and beer permits.
I motion to approve the third reading of ordinance number 2025-12, amending the Code of Ordinances for the City of Elkhart, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to liquor licenses and wine and beer permits.
Second.
Fouraker.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Schaffer, aye. Campbell.
Aye.
Fordyce.
Aye.
Flies do not get a vote.
No.
Okay, moving on to number 8, discussion items, comprehensive plan feedback. So we all got the email with the previous information in it. What are our thoughts?
I already sent it to Katie, but I found a couple typo in it. That pulls up weird on my phone. Meaning comprehensive is like broken apart.
I mean, everything I've seen so far has been exactly in line with what we've asked. We haven't gotten too far into it yet, so I'm just looking forward to, as it progresses more, so.
and we think all these goals, like, do you guys think these goals are still relevant?
Yeah.
Looking at that public infrastructure goals and objectives.
For infrastructure and then community goals.
I was impressed as I was looking through it. It was nice to see that I think we've done a decent job of actually sticking with these, since we did put this one into place. I thought maybe there could be some minor tweaking. A lot of it is stuff we know we still want to focus on as far as providing high quality services and everything. I know Parks and Rec has put community engagement kind of at the top of their list lately, so it was nice to see. I think that'll all carry over from this one into the new one as far as recreational opportunities. I still don't know about the need for a wayfaring program.
Yeah, I don't think
Wayfinding.
we're at that point yet. Maybe in 10, 20 years, which is the whole point of the comprehensive plan.
But yeah, a lot of the rest of it is stuff that, in my mind, we've all been really actively working on and fell in line with our workshop goals from before. So I don't know that I saw personally a lot of need for change.
I didn't either.
Community goal number 5 has already been accomplished, so we can probably X that out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those are the comments now, they have fish in them.
At the risk of sounding horrendously ignorant, under public infrastructure goal 3, what exactly would we do to increase the provision of telecommunication services?
I was gonna say, I don't think that one's needed either.
I was like-
I don't ever remember talking about that actually.
This is from the previous.
From the
comment.
previous one, that
that's why.
public infrastructure goal 3, increasing the provision of telecommunication services.
So is that, I'm wondering if they were talking about like implementing fiber or something.
Which
Like,
is, they've got-
which is
They already
new.
have, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or having more competition.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then with the advent of Verizon wireless home internet and all that stuff, I don't think that needs to be a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
specifically.
I think that's something that'll fall off as well.
Work to replace that with, and the other two kind of cover it all actually, but
Yeah. I mean, I would be surprised if we ever had a comp plan that didn't discuss the infrastructure.
Mhm.
That would be ridiculous on our part. So I think that is appropriate.
WASP eviction, what's that?
May have had to deal with planning for the park over there.
I don't remember talking about that either.
I think that was during our planning session, like talking about City Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
City Hall did have a lost issue, I think.
they were
Okay.
evicted. 60.
They have been evicted. We accomplished that goal.
Yeah, can we take that off?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that kind of all of the discussion we have about the previous comp plan?
Yeah, I think we marked 2 that are 2, maybe 3 that aren't relevant, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun in a city where we don't have a lot of cool old historic buildings necessarily. We have a handful and we're holding on to them, but I found it timely that we're working on this as we're also talking about the time capsule and things. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
look at us try to bring the history back in, and that was exciting. So I'm anxious to see some of those pieces continue to come together in the new plan. Did you guys want to discuss in the same conversation as these, the comp plan that was submitted? You said you submitted information to Katie already about the typos, but that update from Snyder.
The link for the survey.
Well, just, yeah, in general, what they sent us as far as where they're at with things and next steps.
I think us individually promoting the website link and sharing any posts about that, and then doing anything we can to get people to come to the community center Thursday night for public feedback and candidates and food trucks and all of that would be good in the next few days. And talking to people about it for a couple of weeks, but
Out of curiosity, what are the food trucks?
Yeah, so Mr. Burrito is coming, Mojo Grinders, is it Mojo? Yeah, Mojo Grinders, and then, Gluten Styles, am I saying that right?
Is that
they
gluten-free?
have gluten-free fried stuff. They're in Abatement tonight. They're pretty popular on the metro, but there's a lot of people with celiac disease and things like that, so.
Do we know, do
And
they
if it's
have,
good.
as a part of their stuff, that they'll be bringing on Thursday, are there like little postcards with the QR codes on them or anything?
They're bringing a handout
Awesome.
with the QR code. Yep.
I say that's, if we could each have some of those as well, then, like, I was thinking as trick or treaters are coming through, we can get stuff to
Yeah,
parents.
I can print some out at City Hall and then.
Yeah, that would be
if you
great.
guys Want to stop in and pick some up, you can.
Are you doing the trick or treat?
I don't know what else going on in my life on Saturday yet, but I'll be around. But yeah, I thought it would be nice to have those. Like, I would like to have some because then I can like hit the people on this side of town too, and try to make sure everybody over here is well represented in that conversation.
That's a great idea.
If we print off a bunch of flyers, we can go within our couple streets in our block.
Yeah.
And then just put flyers up if nobody's home.
Make suggestions, see if Snyder would be willing to print the flyers off
For them.
to bring.
Oh, they are. I think they're
Okay.
planning on it.
No
I'll-
offense, but to say less the
Oh,
cost of
yeah.
printing a bunch of stuff.
I was planning on double checking with her. She said that they would bring them, but I was like,
I like it. Let's use their ink
definitely.
if we can.
And paper. Paper's expensive.
Exactly. And we paid them. So I think that's a very reasonable request.
I just really want to make sure people
Yep.
know that this is happening and feel like they had easy access to participating.
Yeah,
So
'cause not everybody's on social media.
No.
Especially in the west side.
other thoughts?
What are your thoughts?
Okay, I think we can close the discussion on comprehensive plan feedback. We'll go with that. That brings us to the reports of elected officials, city staff, and standing committees. Rob?
I don't have much at this time. The next quarterly meeting for Polk County Emergency Management is next month, right after our council meeting. So. But hopefully we'll have some more update on how they plan on raising their funds going forward.
We did not have a meeting for our Midwest Waste Authority this month. There wasn't much on the agenda, so they did cancel it. So they'll meet again in November. We have a cemetery meeting. We didn't have one this month. We'll have one next month. And it sounds like there's a few things to discuss on some recent updates, possible more lots in the cemetery added. Got some work to do before we can do that. So that'll be a discussion in November.
Perfect. Parks met, we got our new member welcomed and on board, had a really productive conversation just about the goals of that group and what we want to focus on, directions that we're headed. A lot of recreation is kind of what we're looking at. We had the second puzzles event and that went well. So looking at moving forward, tweaking that just slightly to make it a little bit more of a fun, not a fundraising opportunity, but a little bit of a fundraising opportunity to see if people would like to contribute toward future Parks and Rec events and opportunities. Start getting word out about that, letting people know what we're doing, soliciting feedback on things people might want to see happen in town, events and activities wise, and roll with that from there. One of the things I was just really proud of with the group that they put together with that was we actually got the puzzles donated this time, so there wasn't expense there. Puzzles were very hard. Very, very hard, which was fun. I think everybody that was there still had a good time.
How many piece puzzles do you guys do?
It was 1,000 piece this time, and it was hard.
I probably have some I could donate next time you guys do it. I've got some Disney ones to donate. If you want those.
I like me some Disney. The fishing pier, if you've been out there at all, you've seen the progress on that. We also discussed doing a ribbon cutting for that in the spring. Anytime we finish a project, I feel like we should celebrate it and let people know that it happened. And so we'll be getting that up and going. And then we just continue to have conversations about Memorial Park and our relationship with them and the things we can do to help them. And that was the crux of the Parks meeting. So that's kind of where we're at this point.
Everything is already submitted to Katie. It sounds like you stay pretty active with talking with Ron. So I really don't
I've
have.
been a little active the last couple of weeks, yep.
So if you want to share what you and him have been talking about, but him and I talked today, I mean, he's lining up his part-time work for snow. So Snow.
I say you said that word.
Yep, I was unable to attend the planning and zoning meeting, and Mike already mentioned they approved or suggested approval on the plat that was submitted, review that was submitted, so. And then the rest of the updates are all in here, it looks like, so. Good to go on that.
All right, so, to touch on a few areas here, so, DNR was out this week and did our inspection for the SRF loan. So because we paid for the project through SRF funds, they have to check and make sure that everything was built the way it was supposed to. It turned out really well. They were pleased. Everything works the way it was supposed to. Basically the only thing is, on our end right now, we're trying to figure out some kinks with the system. And so I've been sending you guys some updates on that via email, just for the project. And then at the P&Z meeting, another thing that they're discussing right now is they would like to look at a code to implement traffic impact studies for new developments. So I'll prepare that for their November meeting, see what they think. If they would like to recommend it to you guys, then we'll bring it to you this winter. Another thing to mention, the Parks Board has been very active. Today I saw some emails coming through. They're very focused on their goal setting. Some mention of strategic planning in the future. So very enthusiastic board that we're happy to have involved. Speed limit along 126th Ave. I'm working with Tom Henderson. He believes that we need to do an ordinance to make that change. So once he's able to craft that, then we will have it on an agenda for approval, but that is to lower the speed limit coming into town where we've talked about. Another item, currently working on establishing a business directory on our website, hoping that we can create something on our website where business owners can go in and submit their information. And so we have an active listing where people outside of town and inside of town can easily find all of our commercial properties and businesses. Just a reminder about this Thursday night, if you can attend, we're having a Meet the Candidate night. It's for city candidates, and we invited school board candidates. We will have food trucks out front, and we'll also have Snyder and Associates here getting public feedback for our comp plan project. Public Works, we've been working a lot on the water treatment plant resolutions for that with Tom Thorpe. Also, the snow plow is currently at the auto body shop. Just want to make you aware of that. So they're trying to diagnose, Ron thinks it's an issue with the axle. So trying to diagnose that and get that repaired before the big snow season starts as well. And then citywide cleanup options. We're hoping that we can kind of look into that because I know that came up last year during springtime. So hopefully we're trying to get ahead of it, get some options ready this winter, get on the calendar hopefully sooner. So City Hall staff will be working on that. Regarding the cemetery lots, in that research for adding more, I am meeting with Polk County Soil and Water, or I think it's Water Conservation, something like that this week. And she's hoping that she can provide us some guidance, if not put us in the right direction of what we need done or who we need to go through to get those done properly. And then I did want to mention, Deb and I talked about a 457B retirement plan. I don't know if you saw that in my report. That is an additional benefit for employees. It is, so we only have 5 full-time employees. It's $50 a year. But it's becoming a very common benefit to provide the opportunity just for employees to invest their retirement funds through a different way. So if I can get, all the information ready by November, if not December, we'll probably bring that towards you guys to look at options. But again, it's through what we're looking at is through the state of Iowa. It's a $50 annual fee, and then I think there is a small startup startup fee as well. And then the Elk Run, just I will send you guys any new updates I hear about that. But we did have a meeting on site on Friday with everyone involved, so we were trying to push that along. And then lastly, we are going through our software conversion right now, and it's going to be pretty crazy, like the next coming 2 weeks. We pushed out an alert yesterday, just what to expect. Hey, this isn't going to be active until this date, but it's going to be some changes for our auto pay customers. So we will try our best. If anyone has questions, we're happy to talk to them if they want to call us and walk us through. But we are learning along the way as well. But we are happy to assist in any manner. So.
And everyone with auto pay will have to re-enroll.
Yes, because of security, there wasn't really a way, to convert that data. And I was a little concerned, is there going to be enough time to sign up? And he assured me it's a pretty user-friendly process. It doesn't take too long to re-enroll. So people, if they want to avoid interruption of service, they will have, I think it's a little over 2 weeks to sign up before then. So we will push multiple notifications out as much as we can.
So I have been really busy attending conferences and working on my certification. The new software, we're learning that, like Katie said, and a couple of financial reports that I are students report. Yeah, it's been busy.
It continues to make me very happy every time I see something that comes through that says that all of the good work you have done has fixed things that were not fixed in the past. So
I'm really glad I'm gonna be in the office now until Thanksgiving pretty much.
Yeah, timely submissions of those state reports is a big thing that we've struggled with as a city in the past, and we appreciate your efforts on that. Also, trick or treating is Saturday.
Yes, trick or treating.
yes, trick or treating is Saturday.
I did want to remind you guys, I am going on that conference that is starting this weekend
Oh, okay.
in Tampa. I know I've sent a couple emails out, but I just want to remind you, I will be on my email and everything, but that is Saturday through Wednesday. So.
Bring some warm weather back.
Yeah, I know.
Take some flies with you if you want. Mike.
I think everything has been covered.
Perfect.
And did off the wall, did anybody say anything to the sheriff about trick or treat for Saturday night?
No.
Because we got extra cars here.
That's an easy email.
Just FYI.
No, but I did talk to Corey. It's separate, and it would have put him on the path to that. But,
No, but I mean, just for trick or treat, they've always had them for trick or treat, just a car to cruise around for a little bit with trick or treat.
Extra patrol.
Okay.
but I did talk to the sheriff's department on the trunk or treat or the Monster Matty event also, and it sounds like they're pretty disappointed we didn't invite them. They like to do all those in town. I mentioned to Lori Corey for next year, that'd be good to invite them for next year. And she says, well, I don't take care of that. Somebody else takes care of that. So that's how that went.
Well, they've always had them be around
Awesome.
just on safety
Yeah.
precautions, because
Yeah.
you get so many kids running around and you got morons on the mini bikes and everything else that nobody wants to do anything about, so.
Okay.
Well noted.
I'll email Shane tomorrow.
Okie doke.
Motion to adjourn.
35-minute meeting. That's crazy.
Did I get a second on that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Second.
Fordyce.
Aye.
Edler.
Aye.
Aye. And Fordyce.
Aye.
Awesome.
That's the craziest meeting I've ever been to.